Okay.
We're in the middle of an intense dice destruction, but we're also live. Welcome to the first episode of Edge of the Empire, Shadow of War. I am Arthur Perkins. I am the Space Master of Space today. Forewarning, if you're here because you like episode 1, 2, and 3, get the fuck out. This show will only be assuming that 4, 5, and 6 happen, and parts of the extended universe, because apparently Tyler knows every fucking thing that happens in multiple branching canons. But as far as I'm concerned, you need to go watch a YouTube video called 4 Great Ways to Make J.J. Abrams Not Fuck Up the New Star Wars. Or it's called something like that. It's amazing.
Yay. Alright, so
let's do
going back to the die discussion.
Okay, we're going to talk about the dice. Sure.
On my test roll, I got 1 success and 3 advantages.
Let's see here.
So if I was to throw in the die that Arthur puts up, so if there's like I'm guessing if I'm shooting...
Yeah, you're going to have some negative dice as well.
I'm going to have some negative dice. So if I don't get a failure, so your negative die take away from my positive die. Does this macro do this automatically?
Yes.
You can see my roll above. Everything's been canceled out, and it tells you what's left below.
Okay, so I got 3 advantages on my die, and then I also got 2 successes, but I also had a negative.
Yes,
failure.
Out
so it canceled out a success.
Canceled out your advantage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what would a normal attack look like for me?
It's probably going to have at least 2 purple die.
Okay, so hang on. Let me make a quick macro for this. So
I wouldn't try to macro it.
I just want to see if it works.
Okay. All right.
BD.
So should we not be making macros for all of our things? Or...
Probably not. You're going to be assembling custom dice pools almost every time.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so now that we've talked about dice and confused the shit out of the audience, let me go ahead and throw the Star Wars crawl out there for everybody. This is a nice little video that's got the opening text for this particular episode. If you're watching on YouTube, pause the video, go to the description section on the video, and open it up there.
I thought you should just edit it in. Just saying.
Edit what in?
The Star Wars crawl.
Yeah, that's way too intense. Also, it uses copyrighted music, so I would get fucked.
Yeah, you can edit the music out.
The music's the whole reason to watch it, to be like, it's the John Williams music. Holy shit!
Let me do it.
So not even close. Just want to cut you off there, Dave, but someone in the audience has literally said, I'll be surprised if Dave isn't playing a very outspoken, somewhat ashes character.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What now?
Yeah, someone's calling you out in chat. I think they got you pegged, man. They might have seen a pattern in things that you do.
I'm not playing an artist character. I'm playing a very nice character, actually. He's very friendly.
Okay.
Let's do introductions. Can we get that far in the show before we go into the esoterics of dice mechanics?
Fuck it. Feel free to use that audio clip.
Oh, thanks. Dave, how are you this week?
I'm pretty good, man. Pretty good. I got TwitchCon coming up on Friday. Yeah, that's pretty good. I've been doing a lot of late night gaming with like all the people in the H1Z1 Invitational. So I've been playing with like fucking Max and fucking all that shit, trying to get their bodies ready for that shit. Spoiler alert, no one's gonna be fucking ready for that. Like, really, no one is. I watched DreamHack and I saw that fucking sick Deagle Ace from Happy. That shit was fucking
that
bad.
was pretty good.
That was fucking crazy stuff, man. What else? Yeah, just chilling. I ate a fucking burrito today from a food truck. That was pretty nice. Yeah, and you know what? I've been hanging out all week to play this fucking game. Like, oh, you have no idea. I just like this world because it's dripping with just fucking everything right. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you get into a game world and it's not fucking fantasy, and then it's like got so much back history, and there's just so much cool shit you can do in the world. Cyberpunk fucking Shadowrun, fucking Star Wars, all that shit. It's super fucking gravy for me. I get really fucking excited to play these sorts of games. So excited, man. Excited. Don't let me down, Arthur. That's all I'm saying.
You're doomed. I literally had 1 week. I'm going to do my introduction. I literally had less than 1 week. I had 1 week minus 5 hours to prepare for this game while still running a game every night of the week and 50 hours of Dragon Age Inquisition. So
You can always drop Dragon Age Inquisition.
no,
That's pretty
no, I can't. I'm fucking addicted to shit. Holy fuck. It took me 19 levels, but I finally found and killed my first dragon, and then I just started killing them over and over again, just like, oh, this is really easy now. I guess I could just murder all of the dragons.
Just wait until you get some of the harder ones. They will start to mess you up.
Sure, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I got a
What's your
hardcore
class,
fucking-
Arthur? Would you
Do
go
what?
with? Would you go with class-wise?
Oh, I'm Rift Mage all the way.
Okay.
I got Black Law and Vivienne backing me up, and then Sarah's in the back with their little shitty bow. Just like, oh, look, I get to do 900% damage. Boom. And then I go invisible and do it again. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Fuck Sarah. She's so damn powerful.
Is that the one that's so like,
Elven
we
chick.
should have sex?
I don't
don't-
think so.
Recall that happening, friend.
Unless
I
you were
played
playing
a
as a
female. I
Yeah.
played a female who was like the horn one, and I made her like the tallest bitch I could.
Kunari.
So like, yeah, she was totally into that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so here's my issue, is that Varric was awesome in Dragon Age 2, but he is absolutely crap in Inquisitions. He's terrible.
Which one's Varric? Is he the gnome?
The dwarf.
No,
No,
he's
he's
the.
the-
Really,
dwarf.
the gnome. That's it.
Oh,
We're
the
done.
dwarf.
We're done talking about Dragon Age. It's going to destroy
Thank
me.
you.
Tyler, how are you doing this week?
I'm good. As much as you've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition, I've been going back and playing Witcher 3. So, just
Excellent.
rocking my
Are
alchemy.
you still
build.
liking it?
I am
liking
still
it?
liking it. I tell you what, it's the Death March thing. It's a lot
How's
of
your
fun.
Gwent game, yo?
You know what? I haven't been playing it. I don't have my
Yo,
card.
Gwent is super expensive in that world.
Can I
It
just
is.
say that
Yeah.
from what I'm watching, I just have the one box up, so it switches to whoever's talking. So it just flips to Arthur holding the card. How's your quick game? And then right back to Tyler. It's fucking best ever.
I have not been playing Gwent. I will eventually start that up. But yeah, you're right. It is expensive as all hell, and I've been
Yeah,
spending
'cause
all
like
my
a
money on
single-
potions.
A single card is like what 50 orans or something like that, and like 50 orans goes a long fucking way in that game.
Yeah.
Like the amount of time you'll be repairing your shit, the amount of time you'll be like buying like the materials you're missing to build armor and stuff. Like Gwent is like the furthest from your fucking mind.
It's true.
But you need those cards, man. The deck they give you at the start is fucking awful. So
I've noticed that, which is why I haven't really been playing it that much. So, but apart
plus
from
it's
that,
really Plus it's really sorry to interrupt, but it's really easy to lose who you're supposed to be fighting, right? Because it's like, oh, you got to go beat all the guys in this town, and you're like, who?
oh yeah, like if you like drop a quest and don't come back for a while.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been doing mostly Witcher contracts, so it hasn't really been like monsters are pretty easy. It's just-
I mean, Quen specifically. Like, you know how they have to, like, they recommend you go fight these people, like the starter dudes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that. Anyway, continue. Sorry, I'll shut up.
So yeah, doing that, and as Arthur alluded, apparently a lot of Star Wars story crafting over the last week. I've been having a hell of a lot of fun just going back and researching it. It's been a long time since I've dug into the Star Wars universe. So
Can I
Yeah.
just say, all right, there was something that Tyler wanted for my character that he wasn't
yeah.
willing to say about my character, and he did it like it was over the course of like 6 emails, and he's like, you know what I mean, right? Question mark, and I'm like, no, I don't, and he's like, come on, man, you don't make me say this, and I'm like,
You're like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about, and then he's just like. I won't say what it is because but, you know, everyone here knows what it is, and it's just kind of
only
like
reason why it got that far was like I don't understand why it could do that. I'm like there's a lot of reasons, but the one in my head worked perfectly. I didn't want to tell you what your backstory was. I was just like,
No, I was willing to roll with it, man, because your stuff makes sense, right? I didn't even know there was a second Death Star, so like, you know.
Yeah, we're going to get to that in a moment. Virgil, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing well this week. Had a good day. I also had some good San Francisco Mexican food. today because I was doing some delivery work. Drove to the city, dropped off some stuff, ate some of their delicious food, and came back. That was a good day. I wanted to play some Diablo, and I wanted to play it with my girlfriend, so I downloaded the starter edition that's free. And I was like, oh, she can just use that.
Wait, they had a starter edition? I had no
Yeah,
idea.
you can
It's like free starter edition. And I was like, okay, that's killer. You like, she can, if she likes it, then we'll buy it. If not, we don't have to spend any money. So I like download it. I had to re-download it on my computer, set it all up. She's doing something else while I'm like running back and forth, downloading and like making her a BattleNet account.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, go invite to game. Okay, we're both in a game. We're both in like a clan. It's all set up. And it's just like, oh, you can't invite this person because they have the starter pack. And I was like, okay. I was like, oh, well, it makes sense. Like maybe I have to join their game because they have a limited game, right? So there's like level caps or places you can't go. So I'd have to join her game. Okay, so I like go over to her as to like invite me, and it's like, this person does not have the starter pack. You can't play together.
Do they have like? I know they do it for WoW, but you can have like a second person playing on your account in WoW.
No, you can't.
You can't do that in Diablo.
Nope.
And I was just like,
legally.
then I was like, can I like downgrade like for a little while? Like, can I? Is there? I was like, no, I'd have to like make another BattleNet account and get the free version. So I didn't get to play any Diablo,
Failed
which was a
Blizzard.
bummer.
I'd be your
After, like-
wingman anytime, bro.
Just
All right. Thor,
but
how
other
are
than
you?
that, it's great.
Thor, how are you
That's
doing?
just better.
Better.
Better than.
You sound better, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting over. I like. I don't get terribly sick very often, but I have been like this nasty shit that's been in me for like weeks. But I'm getting over it finally, and doing some fun stuff. I have been preparing for this by playing as much X-Wing as I possibly can, so that my only knowledge of the Star Wars universe can come into play. The fact that I can name all the ships and what they can do in X-Wing, which is probably in no way going to help me at
Considering
all.
we said we specifically don't want to have ship-based combat for this game.
Well,
I
I mean, like,
I know.
here's the other thing. Like, I'm sitting here, like, yeah, man, I know more than Thor. Turns out I don't.
And well, I also
I'm
checked
that guy,
out
man.
Force and Destiny a little bit because it just arrived at our store, and was like, oh, okay. And I read the book, and it was like, it seemed like it was mostly the same book as the one.
Yeah, it's the same.
first
It's
one?
Just all
It's the same
the
book,
Jedi
just with
classes.
new classes, and I was like, why? So they're making people buy 3 books.
Yeah, it's that FFG money, yo.
They
They do good work, man. They do
good work, but
they like that money.
they
All the
like that
GMs.
money.
All the GMs in Die Party hate this system because of the fact that it's like, oh, you need this, this, and this to play instead of just having the
Yeah,
manual, right?
Pen,
So, like,
pen and paper
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I talked to
in your dice
talked to some-
bag.
I talked to a lot of people that whose opinion I value when it comes to role playing games during the week, and they were like, it was either like, yes, this game is freaking awesome, it's so amazing, blah, blah. Or it was like, this is the worst. You need to buy 20 books, and I hate it. It sucks. There was no middle ground in people I talked to, so I'm very excited to get to find out what I think of the system.
Yeah, I am too, bro. I'm so excited for it.
It will be interesting, and yeah. But the Fantasy Flight model is annoying, especially since they just bought out one of my all-time favorite role-playing games, Legend of the Five Rings.
The Five Rings, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit! Please don't ruin it. Please,
Special die for everyone. Woo!
no.
All right, we ready to move to the next part?
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about talking about this new video game. No,
Awesome. Good.
no, I'm just gonna keep on saying Killing Floor is awesome and shooting zombies is cool, and that's what I've been doing.
All right.
when not doing other things.
That's the fastest intro we've ever had.
No, it's
Go on,
not.
Arthur.
Not even.
Yeah,
Close.
I want to get into this game. So
No.
let's do it.
Yep.
15-minute
Me too.
intro is not the fastest intro we've done. I will admit it's not the longest I've done either. It's hard to beat the 51-minute mark though. Thank Virgil for that one. That was a unique episode.
Was that the Dungeon World game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
Edge of the
skipped all
Empire's
that
role-playing game focuses on grim and gritty portions of the Star Wars universe. Characters exist in places where morality is gray and nothing is certain, highlighting those who live on the fringes of both the galaxy and its society. In Edge of the Empire's campaign, bounty hunters, smugglers, mercenaries, and explorers rub elbows with doctors, politicians, and scholars, but also find themselves thrust into adventure together. So, that's what we have to look forward to here. Yeah, let's lay out the basis of the campaign. We have a party flying a YT-1300, which is a kind of light Corellian freighter. It's a Millennium Falcon knockoff, and they are information brokers that buy and sell information and jobs between different sectors. Now, at the start of the campaign here, and again, it's our usual 5-week set, they are trying to sell information from one Imperial Moff's secret base to another Imperial Moff, while also dealing with the rebels at the same time. Now, they've set up the meeting with Imperial Moff 1 and the Rebel Alliance within 1 hour of each other, but the problem comes when the Alliance shows up an hour early. So that's what we're walking into.
We didn't really think about it too much, I guess.
Trap. No. What? I thought about this a lot, so fuck you. Let's talk about...
We didn't give a buffer zone. We were like,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll
Who
give them
shows up
15
early?
15
And then
minutes
when that's
apart,
what they-
you know?
Yeah, that's probably what we said when they got there. Who
Yeah,
shows
I mean,
up early?
It's the Ocean's 11, you know. As soon as someone exits a room, somebody else walks in for the next meeting. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do characters in reverse order, which means we're starting with Jax. Jax, what are you and what do you do?
Jax is a Bothan operative. He's a bounty hunter, but his speciality is more... He works for the Bothan spy network. Now, not having that much knowledge of the extended universe, apart from the films and the like, I don't really know what the Bothan spy network is. So I just sort of created a sort of generic spy. He can fly planes. He can shoot guns. He can get people to tell him what they want. He's pretty streetwise, and hopefully can dodge a bullet or two. And he's sort of created as, your generic secret agent. But
Wait, so
other
you're
than
not
that,
playing the pilot anymore?
piloting is one of his best abilities.
Oh, okay.
He's like I said, I just said, like, okay, what can James Bond do? He can drive a car, he can shoot a gun, he can
James
intimidate
Bond or a furry cat. What could he do?
Yeah, he can intimidate people. He's streetwise and perceptive. Okay, cool. Let's do that. I'm sure that's what a Bothan spy would be like. So that's the skill setup I took. And he is a bounty hunter gadgeteer, mostly because I just thought that was incredibly cool to be able to tinker with your stuff.
So that's your actual class, just to make it clear. 'Cause
Yeah.
you said a lot of words, but that's an important...
Yes.
I heard keywords.
Bounty hunter gadgeteer is my class. Bothan is the race. Yes, I am weird lion man. Lion-O. Yes, and he has been since from an early age training and then working for the Bothan Spy Network, and has gotten to that sort of age where he's been doing a lot of stuff, always for his family, for the clan, all that, and really wants to see a little bit more of the world for himself, whilst still he feels an obligation to keep helping the network, the cause of his people. But he doesn't. He has He wants to see the world. He wants to do things. So he's sort of torn between obligation, the motivations, keywords again, of Wanderlust and his clan, the network.
Okay. All right.
Which, you want me to go into obligations and everything? Okay.
We'll reveal those during play, I think. Toby, who are you and what do you do?
I am a robot.
I believe the correct terminology, sir, is droid.
It's pronounced droid, not. I was reading DROID as robot. It's okay. No, I am a droid, a colonist droid. Originally, was my manufacture point. Sent out with some colony, but I have no idea which because that had all been wiped from my memory when I was stolen. To become a medical droid for some heinous folk, that were down with stealing droids. Unfortunately, they weren't very good with droids. They made some type of error when wiping my memory, and I seem to have developed some type of sentience and a few odd quirks. Let's see, what else was there? So I am designed for healing, so I'm programmed to enjoy that type of thing. And that's one of my main motivations as well, is keeping the people that are around me safe and healthy. Let's see, is there anything else? Not really. What was the 21B3 is just the name. I can't remember the dang
Toby
type. No, that was the actual type. I can't remember now.
21B is the surgical droid.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
And 3 is the designator, meaning it's a humanoid.
So I have like some, like needle-y appendages and stuff if I need to inject stuff. It's helpful. And yeah, I'm currently on the I've been on the ship for quite some time now. Regardless of who was owning it.
All right.
Anything else you want me to cover?
Nope, I think we're good. All right, Dargo.
So, Dargo is a Bothan technician slicer. He was didn't start off that way. Born into or not a rich, but not a poor family. Mine ore transport business, and because he was so good at fixing things, he got stuck doing maintenance duties on long distance ore hauls. Got bored as shit doing that and started getting into somewhat criminal activities, and eventually drew the ire or attention of the Bothan spy network. They discovered him, recruited him, and then after a relatively routine mission went sideways, he had to flee the core worlds in order to escape incarceration. He wound up with these guys at some point along the way, and had to make some deals in order to escape a relatively sticky situation, and decided to keep going with them. He probably pimps out much of the information he steals to kind of keep this ship afloat while we fly around and make as much money as we can. He has his other motivations as well, but I'm sure we'll get into that.